I've got a riddle for you. Riddle. Who is a singer and can actually shut you down?
Someone who says everyone likes his thing.
Yeah, which thing?
I don't know. Well, but let me tell you more about this issue. Now, Big Mouth Shatta Wale is in trouble. Can he ever stay out of it? Well, musician Kwesi P moves to his rescue, urging all his colleagues to boycott the next Ghana Music Awards. So what do you think about this? A+ is also in trouble. Lawyer Morris Ampao is suing him for 1 million cedis. Are our musicians under siege? This is Joy News Interactive. I'm Ifwa Harrison. I'll be right back.
Joy News Interactive is brought to you in association with
Surfline. It's about time.
Now, Surfline proudly supports JNI. Surfline, it's about time. Get interactive with us. We are on social media. Facebook.com/Joy News on TV. You can also find us on Twitter. The handle is @Joy News on TV or @JN Interactive GH. Send us an email. It's joynewsim@multitvworld.com or send your messages through on WhatsApp. The number is 054-010-9009. The number again is 054-010-9009.
Fight like Mike Tyson, me dance like Michael Jackson, me kill a lion like Samson, speed them up like Ben Johnson, me rule them like Jerry John Rawlings, because me not take no nonsense, me love pretty girl like Yvonne Nelson, drop hits like Sammy Forson, like a Superman Nelson, yeah me like boxing, we doing this song we never passing, when we are raised nobody cross me, big up all of me bosses, that's why everybody like my thing, like my thing, like my thing, say everybody like my thing, like my thing, like.
I think now Shatta Wale knows that not everybody likes his thing. At least Charterhouse does not. Controversial Shatta Wale is in trouble. He is being sued by the company for defamatory comments that he made on 4 separate videos he posted on social media site Facebook. It's also going around on WhatsApp. Have you seen the video? Well, Charterhouse was asking for 10,000 Ghana cedis in damages. Now, musician Kwesi P is asking his fellow musicians to boycott the upcoming Ghana Music Awards. We are trying to get to him to tell us why. But will it send a strong message to Charterhouse? Let's watch the story and get talking.
In a rather interesting show of support, Kwesi P is asking all musicians in the country, regardless of their relationship with Shatta Wale, to support the beleaguered dancehall artists. According to him, he believes Shatta Wale was fighting a good cause for artists since Charterhouse has cheated them for far too long. I know Shatta Wale could have done it in a different way than the way he chose to voice his opinion. He said, adding that although Charterhouse has the right to go to court, he thinks they went too far. The first hearing of the case on Monday lasted barely 45 minutes. The musician was not in court and the plaintiff succeeded in getting the court to uphold their motion for an interlocutory injunction, Shatta Wale. This means Shatta Wale and all his associates dare not release anything against Charterhouse or anybody affiliated with Charterhouse, be it in writing, in social media, in music, radio, TV, video, or through any other form of communication or publication.
Well, that is not all. Now, A+ is reported to have insulted Dr. Morris Ampao. He is also not pleased, and he is suing A+ and asking for 1 million Ghana cedis in damages. He wants A+ to retract his statement and also apologize. As it stands now, A+ has not yet been served. As you can see, that's the document on screen. But Dr. Ampaw is determined. So I'm asking again, are musicians under siege? Daddy Bosco is with Musica and he's joining us on the telephone lines. Welcome to Joy News Interactive.
Good evening.
Good evening. Now, what are your thoughts about Kwesi P's call that musicians should boycott the Ghana Music Awards?
What it is the Musicians Union has been actively supporting the Ghana Music Awards for some time now, and as a union, we have not taken a decision on boycotting what you call. I want to believe that that's Kwesi's personal opinion, and as you may well be aware, people are entitled to their individual opinion.
Yes. So what do you think about his call?
Well, like I said, you see, music is a partner in the Ghana Music Awards, and the leadership of music has not sat down to say we're going to boycott. As a matter of fact, today we did a courtesy call on the IGP, and we are talking about how we can grow our industry with their support, the support of the service. At no point have we discussed boycotting what you call it, the Ghana Music Awards, and I doubt people will actually do that.
Okay, is Musica worried that your musicians are under siege?
And you see, as a matter of fact, it is part of the evolutionary process in the Ghana music industry. We're not, I wouldn't say we're worried about it. What we are mindful of the fact is that the industry is evolving, and it's important that practitioners in the industry appreciate the changes, appreciate people's integrity, and the fact that people will have their own positions, and people's views on those positions may vary, but we have to be very, very respectful in the way we deal with each other and cordial. And I'm sure as long as cordiality prevails, we can say that yes, we're making a headway.
Okay, so as an association, how are you sort of governing the members of your association to ensure that, let's say, this cordiality is observed, or let's say if your musicians are, let's say, attacked, how are you protecting them?
One of the discussions that came up during our meeting with the IGP today was to organize fora for what you call it, our members and members of the police force, so that our members will appreciate some of the basics. For instance, you cannot defame somebody, you cannot slander somebody. As much as you might not share a person's position or opinion, it's important that we adopt appropriate channels to seek redress to whatever grievances we may have. And that is what increasingly the leadership of the union is doing. And that's why we even met the IGP and the police leadership to find out ways how the police service could be of service to the industry in educating our members.
Have you met Charterhouse at all?
Oh yeah, there's been meetings between the leadership and the leadership of Charterhouse on this particular case involving Shatta Wale and what you call the Charterhouse outfit. There's been a few consultations.
Okay, and would you like to share any kind of agreement or what deliberations you've had on the issue with them?
One of the outcomes of the behind-the-scenes move the leadership of the union has been engaged in is what happened in the court the last time the case was called, where the defendants called for an out-of-court settlement, and Charterhouse agreed and said, look, let's go and sit down for 2 weeks and report back to the case and to the court. Those are some of the results of the behind-the-scenes work that the leadership of the union and the key stakeholders in the industry have been undertaking.
All right, thank you, Daddy Bosco, Communications Director with Musica. I have your Facebook comments after this. And this is still your most interactive half hour, Joy News Interactive. Remember, you can talk to us. We are on facebook.com/Joy News on TV. Also find us on Twitter at Joy News on TV or at JN Interactive GH. And then you can send us an email as well. And we are also on WhatsApp. Let me just take a few of your Facebook comments. God knows Nuwapo Billy says, 100% I agree. Charterhouse has been exploiting our artists for so long. It is time we support our musicians to tell them the truth. Are they the only people being insulted in Ghana? What about President Mahama and even Nana Akufo-Addo? What would they say? So that is God knows comment. Chair Ahone says Shatta should be careful with his behavior and not boycott. Mensa says, okay, Mensa, your comment is not relevant to what we are discussing. Okay, Kuma Esinam says they should go and settle their differences. Junior Loves Camry is saying, what is Kwesi P talking about? I find it difficult why people seek unnecessary attention with matters that do not concern them. These musicians clearly bring trouble to themselves because they barely have respect for their elders. So that's from Junior Loves Camry. And O'Neill Lucas is also saying Kwesi P has to be careful if he wants to maintain his dignity with the public. I see his call as a disrespect and indiscipline within some of these current musical artists. Prince Jacob Senna says, I don't agree with this. Let's deal with issues based on their merit. Boycott is not the answer. Albert Bosso says, Charterhouse has to be careful on how to handle this issue. And as Jamal Salom says, who listens to Kwesi P anyway? He's just trying to make his presence felt. And Prince Edda Michael from Akachi says musicians think money rules everything. They should use their money to free themselves. And Philom Timothy says they should settle their differences and stop disturbing us. So those are some of your comments coming through on Facebook. Thank you so much for sending them. Well, let's have our first video blog for the day.
I don't think there's any problem with that. If that is the only reason why they should boycott the music awards, then I agree, because if you're a musician, you are supposed to be creative, not insultive. If you try to abuse somebody's character, it's uncalled for. So I think they have to sue them.
Yeah, it's a way of also expressing his, what do you call it? I mean, he doesn't see eye to eye with what's going on, okay? So I think I agree with him to some extent, because then it will mean they really have to sit up and then find a way forward. Yeah, so I think I agree with him to a great extent. Yeah. Even though paradoxically, I'm the same person saying that if musicians who make utterances which you find defamatory, you can seek redress from the courts or something like that.
From my part, I would think that they are trying to correct the musicians. My part, I would say it's wrong, because in this country we have freedom of speech, so they are just expressing themselves. So I think that basically it's right. They should just, it's right for them to sue them, because they are interfering in their freedom of speech.
If he is, because he is part of the group, like the musical, he's only fighting for his brother Shatta Wale. So I do think he is coming from the angle that, okay, there are better ways of solving problems. The two can sit down and have a dialogue. Yeah, but going to the extent of going to the court and stuff, I don't think it's right to do that, since we are both in the showbiz.
So I disagree with my brother Kwesi P, because if an artist, has done wrong, and the artist is being taken to court for the law to take its course, I believe, it's of time we need to discipline ourselves. So if Charterhouse is disciplining Shatta Wale, I don't think there is nothing wrong for him to come out to say that we should boycott Ghana Music Award.
And Don Fantan Moja says only some people will say Kwesi P is talking too much, and some others are looking out for mistakes from people. Marjorie Chematin said that means what Shatta did was right and the youth should emulate it. What are we teaching our children? Same attitude in the media, black stars everywhere, people talking before thinking, and words spoken cannot be taken back. Pius Opoku, you say what Kwesi P is saying is very true, because Charterhouse can't come from Nigeria and silence Ghanaian artists because they organize awards for them. Why Charterhouse doesn't play Shatta Wale's music videos on GH1? They should boycott the awards, period. Marjorie Chematin, again, you say decent language doesn't hurt you, but indecent language speaks volumes about you. So those are a few more of your comments coming through on Facebook. We'll be right back. The WhatsApp comments quickly. This is a nameless one. I agree 100% with Shatta Wale. Luke from Baumia says Shatta should beg and not repeat that again. And this is another nameless one. Shatta Wale is moving faster than his age. And another one, who is Kwesi P to tell musicians to boycott the awards? So this is from Prekese. You are asking who Kwesi P is to tell musicians to boycott the awards. And this one, another nameless one. Please remember to send your names and locations when you are sending your messages through on WhatsApp. It is too bad to boycott. Let's deal with the issues based on face value. Shatta Wale talks too much. He has the money. Go and pay. So Shatta Wale, you are being asked to go and pay. Time for our picture of the day. And so that is pizza and a bag of gas and cement. As you can see, the prices are on the 40 Ghana cedis versus 30 Ghana cedis, and that's coming from a soundbite that came out last week or earlier this week, that some women are what?
They're actually building mansions in their stomach.
No, yes.
But
they are taking away
exactly
people's mansions.
Absolutely. And I hear pizza costs 60 Ghana cedis somewhere. And
it depends. It depends on the size.
The size.
And
what is inside it, something.
Yeah, it depends on the toppings. It depends on where you're even ordering from.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm hearing that a certain group of people here in Ghana who love to eat. If what? Upper Harrison.
What? Pizza.
You love pizza?
Yeah, I love pizza. You know, I used to make pizza.
You used to?
I used to work at a pizza place.
Make and eat pizza.
Make.
So meaning you've built how many mansions now in your stomach?
I haven't built. Oh, come on.
No, and I hear 50 kilograms of cement is you can actually equate that to Mike Tyson's blow. So say say you have 2 of them. What does that mean?
Oh, okay. I see.
2 punches from Mike Tyson.
I see. That's interesting information.
Yes. So continue building a solid foundation for a glorious future in your stomach.
I don't agree with this mansion and pizza thing.
Yeah.
I mean, like a colleague said, you know, if it's my husband, maybe I'll say, okay, let's save some money and not eat too much pizza.
Yeah.
If it's a boyfriend and I'm not sure where we are going,
let's continue to build now.
Let's eat the pizza
and build.
Let's build the stomach pizza. So yeah.
Anyway, we have to go. We have to go.
Anyway,
my name is Prince Minka.
My name is Ifeakwa Harrison. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Joy News Interactive was brought to you in association with
Surfline. It's about time.